everybody. Welcome to Cox Connections. Brad Grundmeyer, Director of Public and Government Affairs for Cox, Louisiana. Thank you so much for tuning into our show. In this segment, we're talking about a true New Orleans legend, which is the great Touro Institute, the hospital that's been there, the foundation as well for many, many years now, celebrating its 160th anniversary, called Here for Life Gala and Touro History, taking place on Saturday, October 13th. So in this segment, happy to have two people who are very passionate about the great work at Touro. First off, I'm truly happy to have Miss Kahn, who is an archivist for Touro, as well as all that is involved with the 2012 Here for Life Gala, honorary chair as well. Thank you so much for coming, Miss Kathy, and also Miss Gabby Nagle, who is a board member at least for the Touro Foundation. Thank you, ladies, both for coming by today.
Thank you for having us.
As I was telling you, a little bit to promote. I had my two children born at Miss Kathy at Touro. Had a great time. It's really one of those hospitals in New Orleans that has such great history, and I know you know the history. So tell us a little about how it started. I know Judah Touro was a philanthropist at the time. Tell me about him and how it evolved to where we know it today.
All right. At the time, New Orleans was sweltering in yellow fever and cholera, and it had sailors coming into the port with all kinds of ailments from all over the world. And Judah Touro, who was a philanthropist and a merchant and an entrepreneur, had his personal physician, a young man from Charleston named Dr. Joseph Ben Sadin, who was on his way back from the Mexican Wars and stopped in New Orleans. And he happened to be Judah Touro's personal physician. He encouraged Judah Touro to open up a hospital down by the waterfront where the Federal Fiber Mills building is today,
really?
Off of Convention Center Boulevard. And this was a hospital that would take care of the seamen who came in off of the ships,
Sure.
and slaves, and planters, and just the whole population, a community hospital. It is the oldest not-for-profit private hospital in the state of Louisiana.
Really?
Yes.
And so the hospital's been around for how many years?
Well, it's about to celebrate 160 years.
I was just making sure that was the years of the hospital.
It was founded in 1852.
Right.
Now, Judah Touro died in 1854 and left in his will instructions for the hospital to care for the indigent sick.
Yeah, and it's interesting, it's not Touro Hospital, it's
Touro
Touro Infirmary. And I'm sure that was a well-chosen, a good choice that they had for that.
It was the sign of the times,
Yeah,
too.
right.
It was a 28-bed hospital.
Right.
So it really was an infirmary with one doctor.
Right.
Joseph Ben Sadin.
But I love that it's clung to and it held to its history,
Right.
that it hasn't changed its name like so much has happened in the country over the years with institutions that have been around for long. And for this, for that fact that it still holds true to its history, I think is a credit to Touro and all those who've walked through their doors.
Well, I think so. Of course, I'm very passionate about it.
And I know now, how long have you been doing the history for Touro?
All right, 22 years.
Wow.
Touro had no archives, no archivist, until I came in 1990 and
What a labor of love.
Oh, it was such fun.
Yeah.
Set up the archives, created it from scratch.
And I love, even going to the elevator lobby to see the
Oh,
history.
isn't that gorgeous?
And I'm sure you were to be credited for that.
Well, not
Had a little
in
bit to
the
do with it.
beginning, but
Come on, you had a little bit to do with it.
no, that actually preceded me by a couple of years and was probably the impetus for founding an archive.
Real quick, at its current location right there on Britannia, how many years at that facility?
Well, they were there from 1882.
1880, wow.
Not necessarily in the same building.
No.
The first buildings in 1882 were wooden. Now, the first building, did you show?
Yes, we did.
The first building.
Beautiful.
Yeah, all right. The next building was a wooden building in a cow pasture on Britannia.
A cow pasture in
Right
Britannia.
where we are now.
Oh, amazing.
And then in 1905, the first that was torn down and the first brick buildings were put up.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And we grow and we grow. And if you've tried to find your way around that maze of hospital, you know we've added on and added on and added on.
I love it when you can dip down a little bit. You know that you're on a new section. That's for sure.
It's a new section. You're
well,
right.
Gabby, first off, I know it's exciting for you to be a board member, of course, of the Touro Foundation, but they have continued the legacy of Dr. Joseph and Mr. Judah over the years to really offer a truly phenomenal community-based nonprofit hospital for the New Orleans area.
Yeah, they have, and they offer all kinds of things now, and not just the medical care, but also they offer a lot of educational programs. They've had over 3,000 people attend some of those medical education programs. And focusing on wellness and prevention. We have a lot of prevention programs now, as well as supportive care services, like in their Cancer Center. The Supportive Cancer Care Service offers a lot of support groups for people that are or have suffered with cancer.
Sure.
For women with cancer who are actively getting treatment, people that have had cancer and had treatment and now are in remission, support groups for kids who have family members with cancer, people that smoke and want to quit smoking, all kinds of support there, which is just phenomenal.
And as I was saying, I'm a little biased because
Right.
The birthing center really has grown from its humble beginnings. In '09, I remember they added a whole new labor and delivery area, and then just the whole. A matter of fact, my child was saying something about, we talk about where babies come from. They call it Touro. I mean, what a great slogan. And
3,000 babies last year.
And really, to Touro's credit, see, you didn't know that. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's because it's
Kathy
the present.
did not know that.
I only know the past.
But the nice part about it is it really has grown in such a way, to its credit, particularly after Katrina, Touro was there. And for many, even in my area, in the birthing side, for those that were looking for their children, the delivery of their children, etc., it was a great place and continues to be. Great doctors, great people, and has been there when New Orleans really needed it.
And that section continues to expand right now.
Now, all of this is really, as we were talking about, Miss Kathy earlier, is to celebrate the 160th anniversary. Now, this is coming up on Saturday, October the 13th.
That's right.
At the beautiful New Orleans Marriott, right at 555 Canal Street, with great entertainment, which I love, with the Preservation Hall stars featuring Leroy Jones. There'll be great music, cocktails, as New Orleans typically does, I think. And to that point, Gabby, some great silent auctions.
That's right. I don't think that we've completed that list yet, so we don't want to.
Well, you got plenty of time because it's in October. But the nice part about it is Touro is celebrating truly 160 years, and it will all culminate on this event on Saturday, October the 13th. Again, entertainment by Preservation Hall stars featuring Leroy Jones, and the nice part about it is you've got some great honorary chairs. Tell me about who is the 2012 Society honoree for this event.
All right, that's Buddy Jacobs, Marvin Jacobs, who is a very well-known, very wonderful New Orleans businessman.
Absolutely.
And we have some honorary chairs.
Please.
And I'll tell you a little bit
one
about
of them.
those.
No, tell me, go ahead. You see,
I'm kind of one of them. But
let's let everybody know. Kathy is actually one of the honorees.
Let me tell you about them. All right. Two of them are Walter Bestoff and Linda Mintz, who, and the third one, Joel Weinstock, are all three descendants of Dr. Joseph Ben Saden. Small world.
That's wonderful.
And Walter Bestoff and Linda Mintz are actually the daughters of Walter Barnett, who was chairman of the board of Touro for many years. We're a close-knit family. We're generational.
And we also Miss Kathy Stokes. Keith Stokes.
Now, let me tell you about Keith Stokes.
Please.
All right. Keith
I got the scoop on
Stokes. We just found Keith Stokes when I came into the archives. Keith Stokes is the great, I don't know how many
Truly
greats.
a descendant, though, but still.
Descendant of Judah Touro.
Wow.
Judah Touro was a bachelor. We thought for many years that Judah Touro had no descendants because he was grievously wounded in the Battle of New Orleans.
Really?
And we thought, we know where they hit him, but that's not true. He had, after the Battle of New Orleans, he and his, a free woman of color who was his mistress, had a child, Narcissa, in the Battle of New Orleans is 1815. His child is born in 1819. So
Right,
obviously
sure.
he wasn't
Understood.
hit
Yeah.
too hard
Right.
by that cannonball. And
You go, Judah.
yeah, way to go, Judah. And Keith Stokes, we found
how did
Keith
you
Stokes
do
in
that?
1990. I got a phone call. I was sitting in the archives, and I got a phone call from Teresa Stokes. And she said, after we kind of introduced ourselves, she said she was searching for a woman named Ellen who had something to do with Judah Touro's life. I said, you mean Ellen Wilson, his mistress? She said, yes, that's Keith's great-great-great-great-grandmother. We put it together.
Oh, amazing.
It was wonderful.
And then let's not shortchange it. Kathy is also going to be
Well,
recognized
I
as well.
wouldn't
Much
be
deserved,
here.
I would say.
I would definitely not be here.
Well, let's
if
remind
my
everybody.
grandparents had not met
Oh, really?
at
So you've got a
a
story
Touro
how it's brought
fundraiser.
you
a
Yeah.
together.
Touro
Nice.
19th
fundraiser.
century Touro fundraiser.
Touro bringing people together, no doubt about
We
it.
are multi-generational.
Yep.
We have, in Hebrew, we have a saying, Lodor Vodor, which means from generation unto generation. And that is certainly true of Touro's families.
Very and a rich history at that.
It
And
is
thank
a
you
rich
so much, Ms.
history.
Kathy, for doing your part to keep that together and letting it be shared for generations to come. So
We
thank you
hope
for
so.
that. Oh, most definitely will. Again, everybody, it truly is a great way to celebrate 160 years for the great folks at Touro Infirmary and it's being around and doing so much for the greater New Orleans area. The gala is well ahead, Saturday, October the 13th at the New Orleans Marriott, 55 Canal Street. Again, the great music, dinner, dancing, cocktails,
of
and a
fun.
great silent auction. More information, go to Touro.com/gala and all the information you need regarding it. It'll be a fantastic event. And ladies, thank you so much for coming by.
thank you
Gabby,
for having us.
Kathy, truly an honor to have you both here and best of luck with this event. And thank you for all that you know to contribute to the great history of Touro and share that with us. Thank you, Ms. Kathy.
you.
Gabby,
Hope to
thank
see you
as
there
well.
at the gala.
Absolutely. All right, everybody, that wraps up this segment of Cox Connections. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.